They come with it, I want it. Get it, you want it. Want it. You want it. Your opponent. We own it. Get it, I want it. This is we grown men. YouTube, your boy is back with another lesson. And today I'm gonna go through a trade breakdown on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I just exited this trade for negative $254. That's pretty much a break-even trade. So what I'm going to do is go through the analysis, show you guys why I exited this trade, when I entered this trade, and how I suffered through this drawdown, but I still ended up getting out at a break even, or we can call it a small loss, whatever floats your boat. But anyways, let's get to it. So first we're gonna start off in my journal. I just wanna show you guys this trade. You can see I lost $254, well 240 to be exact, but with fees, commissions came out to 254. You can see a whole bunch of little small positions. These are the profit positions, but if I scroll up, you'll see the negative positions. So there you see down 254. Now let's go back to the charts. By the way, you guys can see my open unrealized P&L. I use a regulated broker and I'm connected with TradingView. As you can see right here, account raw pricing USD. You see I have a standard account, I have a raw pricing account. This is my raw pricing account. And if you look at my previous videos, I've been talking about AUDCAD for a minute. Since March 14th, I've been talking about this trade. Initially the goal was to close this trade for a profit, but things changed, man. The reason why I closed out of this trade was because the Canadian dollar reacts heavily with oil. They correlate a lot because Canada is a big exporter of oil, and we're in times of war right now. So when you see Middle East war going on, we see oil prices shooting up. I'd rather not be involved with the Canadian dollar at all. So when we got this nice shoot up, we broke back into this channel that I was looking for. When we got into this area, I figured, okay, let me just close out a small loss. Can I try to squeeze it for more profit or to a flat break even? Yes, but I don't know if it's worth it because I want to be surprised to just see bam and just a drop again, because I just don't know how Canada is going to react right now. I don't know. I don't want to be a part of it. But I still am in my Euro Aussie shorts, but I figured let me limit my exposure with Australian dollar and get out of this Australian dollar Canadian dollar trade, even if I leave money on the table, because for me, like I said, the money's gonna come. I play defense. That's all I do is play defense. I've been in this trade since May 14th. So I've been in this trade since this area right here. I got in. I want to say I got in somewhere in this area, 0.89852. So I got in way up here actually. I got in way up here and I went through this whole drawdown. I went $1,500 in drawdown on this trade, I believe. But because I'm patient and I control my risk very, very well, I was able to hold this back to the upside and close out at a small loss, or I'd rather call it a break even, because that's pretty much what it is. $200 is a break even trade. This definitely looks like it has room to come up too, but I'm not really worried about it. I just want to get out that trade, free up some margin, and focus on other trades. I don't need to be in multiple Australian trades right now because Australian's not looking very strong anyways. I don't have a strong enough bias to keep holding this trade. So in this case, we're going to exit it at a break even and leave it at that. I'm still in Euro Aussie shorts. You guys can see I'm down $400. I was down like $1,200, so it's a big jump. It's an $800 difference. We're expecting this trend line to the downside. My goal for this trade is to just hold this down, and I can still profit from Australian dollar strength if it persists. But I'd rather not hold that against the Canadian dollar because the Canadian dollar might get some strength. We had some positive fundamental news in the past few weeks, and now we got oil shooting up. So let's save ourselves and exit the trade completely. I'm in Euro Aussie, still down $380. I'm in Euro GBP, still down $1,700. And I'm also in Swiss yen, which I am actually now down $1,900. That's actually pretty good, considering I was down like 2,800. But you guys can see my drawdown is only $4,000, where I was negative 6,500 yesterday. So that's a $2,500 swing within a day. This is why I could never use a stop loss. The trades, they just swing too quick. They swing too quick and they swing too fast. Next thing you know, this negative 4,000 is plus 2,000, just because that's the way the market moves. Fundamental news is always coming out. New things are always coming out in the world. Like you see the war in Iran, Middle East war going on, Middle East conflict, oil shooting up. Things happen. So when things are always happening, currencies are always going to be fluctuating. That's the way it is. So I exit this trade minus $250. I'm out of here. Clean it up. Clean this chart up. Start fresh. Wait for new fundamental news to come out. I completely reset. Completely reset. And the thing is, a lot of people might think, why would you enter a trade for a whole month and not make any money? And it's like, what? I didn't lose money. So why does it matter how long I hold it? As long as I don't lose money, who cares how long I hold the trade? How long or how short? Because I can tell you right now, the scalpers who are holding their trades for minutes, hours, they be losing most of their money anyway. So what is the difference if you hold your trade for an hour and lose money? I hold my trade for a month and lose no money. Who really wins? That's all I like to know. And then when you win, how big are you winning? Because these things make a difference. So that's all I got to say. So yeah, I hold my trades. I don't use a stop loss. I hold these trades all the way to the moon and back, all the way to hell and back. We hold these trades through everything and we get out. And you guys can see, I've been talking about Swiss yen. I've been in Swiss yen for a minute. When I get out of Swiss yen, you're going to see I held this trade almost $3,000 in drawdown and I got out at a break even or a profit, or worst case, a small loss. And it's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. But yeah, that's it for the video. I just want to break down this Aussie Canadian dollar trade. Just want to show and explain why I took this break-even loss, so people don't get it twisted. Because although I say I hold trades for longer and I can come out with bigger profits, I also can hold trades for longer and come out with nothing. It happens. Whatever is the best decision to protect my capital is the decision I make every single day. My goal in the markets is to make good decisions and come out on the other side making money, or at worst case, not losing it, because that's the game, is not losing your money. This whole game is about not losing your money. You need to jam that in your head, get it in there. This whole game is about not losing your money. Don't focus on the upside, focus on the downside. How can you protect your capital? How can you minimize risk in the best way possible? And then once you do that, the profits just flow in. No one's saying they always gonna be quick. No one's saying they're always gonna be really large. But all we know is the profits will come in over the long run. And that's what being a profitable trader is, man. So if y'all enjoyed this lesson, hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit all the buttons you can hit. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next lesson. Let's go.